Hello, everyone, and welcome to Caribbean Maths Academy. It's your favorite maths teacher, Mistress Dawkins here.
Welcome, guys. We are starting our brand new topic, brand new unit, and I am excited. So for Unit 6, we are doing Introduction to Simultaneous Equation. I know this can be a challenge for a lot of persons, but I promise you, I will break it down, I will simplify it, and at the end of this unit, guarantee you will have a better understanding of simultaneous equation. You're not going to get any more simultaneous equation wrong. But before we get into it, you know what's coming. It's Maths Memory Minute. So in Unit 5, we did straight line graph, gradient, y-intercept equation on a straight line, interpreting graph, coordinates, and all of that. And it was fun. But let's get down to the meat of the matter for today. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain what simultaneous equations are, identify the two unknown in a pair of equations, understand what it means for a solution to satisfy both equations, and also to check whether a pair of value is a solution or not. So for those who are not familiar with simultaneous equation, with this long simultaneous equation, sounds nothing like maths, right? But simultaneous equation, let's start with a simple example. So suppose we have x plus y equal 20, x minus y equal, let's say, 2, for example. This is a simultaneous equation. The word simultaneous means happening or being true at the same time. So looking for value of x and y that satisfy both equation. It means that if you found a value for x in this equation, that same value should also go for x in this equation. But let's not scare you. Let's take our time and get into it. Let's look at an example. So here we have x plus y equal 10, x minus y equal 2. What we need to find is a value for x, a value for y that works to satisfy both equations. What if I were to say, for equation 1, what if I were to say 8 plus 2 equal 10? Can this 8 satisfy this x and this 2 satisfy this y? Let's find out. So I have 8 minus 2 equal, that gives us 6. So it means that the value of 8 does not satisfy for x in both equation and likewise for y. So we have to find something that actually works. Let's try something else. What if we have 6 plus 4 equal 10, and we have 6 minus 4 equal 2? Does this satisfy the equation? Yes, it does. 6 plus 4 is 10, and 6 minus 4 is 2. And this tell you that x equals 6 and y equal 4. That's what it is saying. No, the values work in both equations. Important thing to remember, a solution to a simultaneous equation is a pair of value that makes the first equation true and the second equation true. Not one, but both. So we are given x plus y is equal to 8 and x minus y is equal to 4. We need to find a value for x and a value for y that prove both equations to be true. Let's say x equal, mm, I'm thinking of a number, 6, and y equal 2. So you plug these in. So your equation would now be x is 6 plus y, which is 2, equal 8. X, which is 6, minus y, which is 2, and that gives you 4. So that proves that the equation is true, and indeed x equals 6 and y actually equals 2. Okay, so suppose we have x plus y equal 8, x minus y equal 4. The value of x and the value of y must prove true for both equations. If not, your answer is wrong. So whatever value you find for x in equation 1, that same value should also equal for x in equation 2. So let's say you have 5 plus 3 equal 8. For equation 1, this is correct. But when you use 5 minus 3 equal, it doesn't equal 4. It equals 2. That means it does not satisfy both equations. So that will not work. So whatever value you find, it must satisfy the outcome of both equations. Now, I'd mentioned that simultaneous equation connects with graph in terms of straight line. Remember in unit 5 where we have a straight line of a graph, it should be y equal 3x plus 1. When you put both two of these straight line equation together, that is how you get a simultaneous equation. Each equation represents a line. So simultaneous equation can be algebraically or it can be graphically. So keep that in mind. When it's algebraic, you find the value of x, you find the value of y. When it's graphically, you find the points, the two lines intersect. It means that you have a graph, you are going to find the coordinates for this line, and you are going to find the coordinates for another line. And when you find all these coordinates wherever the line meets, that would be the intersect of both lines. Why do we need simultaneous equation? Imagine you go to the movie theater and you bought your movie ticket and also a snack, and both of them come together, you pay $2,000. You would like to know how much you pay for the ticket and how much the snack actually cost. Maybe you buy something else, say you buy a water and you buy maybe a gum and it comes to $1,500. You want to know how much each of them costs. Hence, simultaneous equation come into play because you have two unknowns, you have two pieces of information, therefore you have two equations, and so you want to solve all of that. So let's do a guided practice one. So you are given x plus y equal 12, x minus y equal 4. You need to find the value of x and y that prove to be true for both equations. So let's test it and see what we get. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. But does 10 minus 2 equal 4? No, it does not. Let's try 8 plus 4 equal 12. 8 plus 4, sorry, that should be minus. 8 minus 4 equal 4. Does this satisfy the equation? Yes, it does. So you can go ahead and you plug it in. 8 plus 4 equal 12 and 8 minus 4 equal 4. Therefore, x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 12. Here you have a practice question that you can do on your own. So you can just pause the video and find the value for x and find the value for y. So let's go. We are working with our first equation. 12 plus 2 equal 14, but 12 minus 2 equal 10. It does not equal 6, so that does not work. Let's go again. 10 plus 4 equal 14. 10 minus 4 equals 6. Does this satisfy the equation? Yes, it does. So we go ahead and we plugged it in. 10 plus 4 equal 14. 10 minus 4 equal 6. Therefore, x equal 10 and y equal 6. Whenever you see two equations involving the same unknown, ask yourself, what values make both equations true? That is the heart of simultaneous equation. So here you have some practice question. I've keep it simple as just x and y because I want you to get the basic part of it, where you find the value of x or y and prove the equation to be true. So we are at the basic point of it. So you need to get this basic part so we can move into the more advanced area. CXC exam challenge question. Consider x plus y 18 and x minus y equal 6. For some of these questions, you can look at it and you get the answers. For some of them, you just have to test the number. Remember, your answer must satisfy both equations. So pause the video and give it a try before you check the solution. So what two numbers we can add to get 18? We'll have 10 plus 8 is equal to 18, but 10 minus 8 is equal to 2 and not 6. So that did not satisfy both equation. Let's try another number. What if we have 16 plus 2 equal 18? 16 minus 2 is equal to 14. So that does not satisfy the equation. Let's try 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 12 minus 6 equals 6. Does this satisfy the equation? Yes, it does. So you go ahead and you do your substitution. 12 plus 6 equal 18. 12 minus 6 equal 6. Therefore, x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 6. So the value for x and the value for y satisfy both equations. Remember, when solving simultaneous equation, both there's two equation, there's two unknown value, and you must have one common solution. So before you go, here's a bonus question. If you're feeling up to it, you can go ahead and pause the video, find the value for x and y, and you can drop it in the comment below. So we have come to the end of our lesson for today, and you should have learned that in simultaneous equation we have two unknowns, which is x and y. We have two equations, and that the solution for x and y must satisfy both equation. We also understand that that simultaneous equation can be graphically as well as it can be algebraically. Now, try not to bite my tongue. Also, the value that you find for x and y must satisfy both equations, not to exaggerate. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching Caribbean Maths Academy. It was an absolute pleasure having you. Remember, success in maths isn't about being naturally gifted. It's about practicing consistently. So if you find this lesson helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with another student. Also, you can join our free WhatsApp community. The link is below. It was a pleasure having you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and be good. Bye.